When I first arrived in DC, I was fresh out of college. I was a communications major. Oh, I had all these ideas. DC was just waiting for me. I was gonna be the next Barbara Walters. I was gonna be a war correspondent, a political correspondent. I had worked at my school. I went to Columbia University in New York City. Do you know who I am? So I arrive, fresh out of college, with all these expectations and thoughts about who I was and what I deserved. And nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Oh. Admiring glances from men as they walked by. I took to hanging around the White House, going to bars and clubs I knew senators and congressmen frequented, feeling like some of that success might rub off on me, telling myself that I might get a story out of it. I look back and I am appalled at my own naivete. But you know, I got smart real quick. Because Mommy and Daddy weren't rich. And you can only spread your minimum wage job so far once you take out all your expenses. And I was so stubborn, I didn't even look into other fields. It was like, I got my degree in communications and that's what I'm doing. 6 months, you start saying that with a little less confidence. A year, the clawing threat of poverty is choking you. And I meet this woman. I was just hanging out at one of my usual haunts. And, you know, slowly sipping my G&T. Tanqueray, of course, only the best, because if someone asks, you want them to know your class. And she says, so, how long you been doing this for? And at first I think she means, how long have I been going out to clubs and bars, hanging out, waiting for the men of power? And I say, I mean, I've been in town a year. She said, oh, you've been working that whole year? And I start to get a little more baffled. She can see that I'm not quite sure what she's talking about. And she says, don't take this the wrong way, but I thought you might be a call girl. Oh, of course, I was completely shocked. I went to Columbia University. No, I came down here to be the next great best thing that all of America is watching on television. Don't you know? And she looked at me and said, how's that going for you? It was pathetic. I started to cry. I said, yeah, I've sort of hit the end of that road. I don't know what I'm gonna do. She said, well, you know, the beautiful thing is you're a beautiful girl. You're living in a big town full of wealthy, powerful men who like beautiful women. And I said, but, I mean, that's tantamount to prostitution. I would never do something like that. She says, well, $5 grand a night might make you change your mind. Excuse me, I said? Yeah. $5 grand. One night. Nothing kinky. Sometimes, yes, but usually missionary. Nothing overly exciting. Just a little play acting. Hopefully a little enjoyment. And I'm imagining that where you're at right now, that's your bills for at least a couple of months. And I think, no. I couldn't do that. I mean, I'd heard of girls stripping to get through Harvard. But this wasn't even that. This was the next level, right? The actual sale of human flesh. But I suppose you're not actually selling the flesh. You get to keep it. You're just renting it out. I said, well, here's my card. Give me a call if you change your mind. And I read it. And it says, Monica, and that's all it says, no last name. Communications expert. No, I could never do that. But things don't get any better. And I get fired for having too much attitude. So, I give Monica a call. She says, why don't you meet me for coffee? And then there's no going back. You get hooked on it, you know? You're rubbing more than shoulders with the rich and powerful. And you sort of have them under your thumb, because if anybody finds out what's going on, they're going to be the ones to take the hardest fall. You start to enjoy it. You don't go through Madame. There's no cut, there's no middleman. And you're educated, you're smart, you're beautiful. What's there not to enjoy? And these men are just looking for someone to make them feel good, give them a sense of their power. Men who talk to the President of the United States, and yet before you, powerless. There's something very seductive about that. It's like a drug of the worst kind, because it pays all your bills and more, and you find yourself moving up, getting a larger apartment, a better car, a wardrobe filled with labels, going to fancy dinners, hobnobbing, going to bed with ambassadors, diplomats, all over the world. And there's a certain disdain, you know, as though, call girl, as though you're selling your soul or something. But I always like to think of myself more along the lines of a geisha or a courtesan. from Venice, giving those poor men what they can't get at home. I don't allow myself to feel bad for the wives. I mean, it's not my fault if he comes out seeking my services. I don't hunt. I'm a woman, you see. I don't believe in hunting, and that's another thing. I think call girls get a bad rap as man-eaters. Diana the Huntress going after their prey. But I always found it was much more effective to let my prey come to me. Honey, just enough, a hint. And money makes it clean. There's no entanglements. No, will you still respect me in the morning? No, can I stay over? Will you snuggle with me? You know? Everybody knows what's on the table. Just sex. Nothing else. Maybe a good ear to listen to. Look, that's not to say that some of the men and I don't get friendly. There's not a certain comfort of familiarity. But that's not why we're there. We're there to fill a basic need. And that's okay. I don't know why it's so frowned upon, you know? I mean, I did this 180 with my life. I couldn't imagine it at first, and now, excuse me, I can't imagine living any other kind of life. I mean, I can't imagine any man would want to marry me with my history anyway, so why not enjoy what I have? It's pretty good.